glasses.
Yes.
Right.
And, damned if it wasn't Uncle Carl's own moonshine. Yeah?
Right.
Right. Now, in my entire life,
Yes.
I had only had moonshine once before in my entire life.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think the guy who made it didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
Right? Because now my understanding of moonshine
Yes.
is that it's like crystal clear.
Yes.
There's no cloudiness to it.
Yes.
You know, it's just absolutely
Right.
right. This guy had made moonshine apparently.
Yes.
And he gave me some, and it was like milk. Right.
Right.
And of course, you know, he actually, come to think of it now, he was the father of another one of the girls I was banging.
Right.
Yeah, I know a lot of family of a lot of girls. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, this guy made his moonshine.
Yes.
It was all milky, and he lived on the shit.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
you know, every single day he was drinking this crap in the afternoon. I'm just like, yeah, fuck, you're gonna die. Like, wow.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Uncle Carl.
Yes.
He actually had the good stuff. It was crystal clear.
Yes.
It was like absolute gasoline, right?
Right.
So there I was,
Right.
sitting on this made patio that was built onto this mobile home in a RV park,
Yes.
drinking moonshine with the white trash family, and
Right.
you know. I say that affectionately, though.
Yes.
Because I did love them. Well, I loved the girl, of course.
Yes.
At the time, for the
Yes.
time.
Right.
But I loved Uncle Carl.
Yes.
And the reason I loved Uncle Carl was his attitude.
Yes.
Like everything. This guy, I swear to you now, because I'm sure he's maybe not passed on.
Yes.
He was pretty happy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he's probably still alive.
Yes.
Just like his permanent grin on his face.
Yes.
Like all the time. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Like everything was an amazing, beautiful, enlightened piece of artwork or something, right?
Right.
And that's the way he just was. Like,
Yes.
it didn't matter what you came to him with, what you wanted to talk about,
Yes.
you know, any subject under the sun.
Yes.
Hell, I'm sure you could talk about Joe Biden and be like, yeah.
Right.
You know.
Life is to be a participant in this incredibly beautiful planet of ours.
I'm talking.
Right.
You've said that before, Bill.
Yes.
You got your point out.
Yes.
So yeah, now it's my turn.
I have.
Yeah.
I've.
You gonna let me talk now? Yeah. I'm not gonna continue until you say it's all right. You can.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So anyway, we it's getting on towards
Yes.
dinner time, right? And we're I just had 2 shots of this stuff.
Yes.
And I was kind of perma smile too, right?
Right.
So whatever, it's time to go back to the main house now.
Yes.
He's done his day's work on the patio getting loaded, right?
Right.
And like everybody in this RV park,
Yes.
like all of them knew him by name, and of course, they're all hanging out and talking. And,
Yes.
pop by, and the women would bring him pies.
Yes.
And, oh, here, Uncle Carl, I made these cookies for you.
Yes.
Right.
Like shit just comes to this guy. It's like those the Disney birds in those old animated cartoons.
Yes.
They're all flying around him, like.
Right.
So there I am,
Yes.
Mr. Hate Everything,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And I'm meeting, Walt Disney kind of thing. So whatever, we all, it's time to go back to the house now.
Yes.
We got to get ready. Mama's making vittles, right?
Right.
Okay, great. So off we go down to the house, and I guess about a 10-minute drive to get out to his main house from the RV park. And we get out there, and that's when I meet like the rest of the family. There was God. I used to think I had a big family. No, his family. God, there was probably without a word of a lie, I'm going to say about 60 people there. That were all either direct relations to him or married in, right?
Right.
And this was like a regular thing at their house. And, like these people all lived in the general area. He bought 4 or 5 of his kids their own houses. Right.
Right.
And Edna's just down the road, and Bobby lives north of Calgary there,
right.
and that's we're all around here, big happy family, right? So whatever. So we're having a great time, and just tons of food. Like, oh my God!
Yes.
Like, Bill, you would have just blown up. You would have,
Right.
you would just, yeah.
Right.
But great food.
Yes.
It was a down home Canadian Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, so we have dinner and whatnot, and hang out and visit and stuff, and then they want us to stay overnight.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, there's 4 of us here. You've already got like 60 people here. Oh, don't worry about it. He says, most of them are going home.
Right.
Yeah, 20 of them stayed. Right.
Right.
Huge freaking house. Had more than enough bedrooms for everybody.
Yes.
And then some.
Yes.
Right.
So whatever, he's got this beautiful house.
Yes.
There was like 25, 30 cars out in the front parking, right?
Right.
Everybody's got cars paid for by Uncle Carl.
Right.
Right? Okay, so I had a good sleep that night.
Yes.
I had all this moonshine in me. I was smiling.
Yes.
Yeah, everything was great. All this wonderful food, incredible people. It was just, wow.
Right.
Like, for the first time, I went to sleep at peace.
Right.
Well, and grunted a few loads into the girlfriend, but,
Right.
So the next day, we get woken up to this smell.
Yes.
And this smell is like the most incredible breakfasts.
Right.
And I say breakfasts because there was like 7 or 8 different entrees on the menu,
Right.
right? We get up to the kitchen there and the dining area and stuff, and there's like 25 people there,
Right.
Everybody's stuffing their face. God, there's everything there.
Yes.
There's French toast,
Yes.
and there's like sausages
Yes.
and eggs and pancakes as high as the eye can see, and
Right.
and like it looked to me like one of the U.S. Army bacon trays.
Yes.
You ever seen those?
Right.
Right, they got these trays. They're like, I don't know, about almost 2 feet wide.
Yes.
Like 20-inch by 35-inch pans full of bacon. Right.
Right.
And every kind of juice you could imagine.
Yes.
The coffees, the teas, the coffees.
Yes.
Right.
God, the fans of this show, if you love coffee, that you got to have Uncle Carl's coffee. You got to.
Right.
Wow, it's
Good.
It's good. Yeah.
Right.
And
No, I don't, because I asked him. I said, "Well, fly out here and I'll film you."
oh, Uncle Carl, you doing a documentary? He may actually be able to help you with your $25,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So after we stuffed our faces,
Yes.
we're all hanging out with everybody, and we're smoking and having a good old time. There was no booze.
Yes.
Right. Nobody's drinking in the morning.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
And Uncle Carl still got that smile.
Yes.
Right. I'm like, I must investigate.
Right.
I must find out what has you so,
Right.
you know. It's okay, whatever. So, apparently all of a sudden it's time to go for a walk out in the backyard, which is like 400 acres, right? So we're all up and we're out there walking, and there was a shack about 200 yards off the back of the house.
Yes.
And in the shack was a bunch of quads.
Yes.
Right.
So we're all walking out to the shack.
Yes.
And, man, we get out to the shack. There's Yamaha.
Yes.
There's Honda.
Yes.
There's Suzuki. Right. There's even some. What do they call those things? You know what I think? Yeah.
Right.
You know the thing.
Right.
Right? So we all get on quads.
Yes.
And all of a sudden we're going out in this huge convoy. We're just blasting out through the trees and shit.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, we go out here, we go out there, we go running along some fence lines.
Yes.
You know, then I find out, oh, he's got 60 horses.
Right.
Look at that. Then we go on a little further.
Yes.
And when I say a little further, I'm talking like 15, 20 minutes
Yes.
down the right.
Right.
We're all blasting out our freaking quads there. We get out. Oh, he's got 2,000 head of cattle. Oh,
Right.
oh, all right, cool. All right.
Right.
Right? So anyway, long story short, now we get out to this kind of a ravine area.
Yes.
And he rides us up to the top of the ravine, and the sun is rising, and
yes.
It's just the most incredible sight, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was almost like the sun was rising for Uncle Carl, you know?
Right.
Like literally, I was standing there and I actually had the conscious thought,
Yes.
are you God? Right?
Right.
It was way better than your movie, Bill. And so anyway, this is where he tells us that this is half his property.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it is, and you know he rides this route every day.
Yes.
And of course, checking the fences, right?
Yes.
And so whatever, we have some more conversation, and whatnot. We go back to the house, right?
Yes.
And then he starts drinking again.
Right.
And over the few days that we spent with him,
Yes.
because we were there for the weekend kind of thing. It was the thing.
Right.
I of course had more of the moonshine.
Yes.
And I realized something.
Yes.
You know, this is where I learned. I guess it took me a while in my life. I learned it a little later. I learned about moderation. Right?
Right.
And this is where the secret starts to come into focus.
Yes.
This is where you start to see, oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Of course, this is where, you know, he's like, no. He says, you're drinking too fast.
Yes.
Right.
You gotta pace. You gotta keep it going.
Right.
And through conversation and, you know, a good bit of drinking,
Right.
he got me to that plane of existence, right?
Right.
No, I know what you're gonna say, Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there was no peyote involved.
Yes.
Right.
It was just this moonshine. He said to me,
Yes.
he said, Chris, it doesn't matter what it is you're drinking.
Yes.
As long as it's the hard stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
He said it can be rum.
Yes.
It could be vodka.
Yes.
You know, it could be this high-test aircraft fuel. Right?
Right.
Doesn't matter what it is, he
Yes.
says. He says you just got to remember to pace, keep time. He says don't drink any more than about a shot of this every hour.
Right.
And you'll be good.
Good.
So I was like, okay.
Right.
And it wasn't until we got home from the weekend trip.
Yes.
that, of course, my girlfriend's mother, of course, had been taking photos the whole weekend, right?